All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a huge one, maybe the biggest topic of our time, artificial intelligence.
I mean, you hear about it everywhere, right? But the real question is, what does it really mean for you? For your job? For your life?
Well, the truth is, it's probably here to do a bit of both. So, in the next few minutes, we're going to give you the guide you need to get your head around this new world. Let's cut through all the hype, all the fear, and get right down to what's actually happening. Okay, first things first. We need to get a real handle on just how big and how fast this whole thing is moving. And look, this isn't just another tech trend. No, this is a fundamental shift.
Get a load of this number. By 2035, the global AI market is projected to skyrocket to nearly $7.4 trillion. And that's not just some abstract number for investors. What that means is there's a massive wave of money, of capital, pushing AI deeper and deeper into every single industry you can think of.
You know, the AI pioneer Andrew Ng put it perfectly. He said, AI is the new electricity. And that just nails it, right? Think about it. A century ago, electricity completely changed, well, everything. AI is poised to do the exact same thing today, to fundamentally reshape how we all live and work.
So you might be asking, why is this AI revolution so different? Why isn't it just like the internet boom? Well, it really comes down to what some people are calling the AI Trinity. It's these three things coming together at once. You've got generative AI, which can create brand new stuff. Then there's multimodal AI, which can understand the world like we do, through images, sound, text, the whole deal. And finally, agentic AI, which can act on its own to get things done. It's that combo, create, understand, and act. That's the real game changer. It means AI can automate whole workflows, not just one little task.
All right, let's tackle the big one, the question that's on everybody's mind. What is all this going to do to our jobs? You hear a lot of talk about replacement, but the actual data, it tells a much more interesting, more nuanced story.
So, despite all the doom and gloom headlines, data from the World Economic Forum paints a different picture. Yeah, some jobs will be displaced, about 92 million of them. But look at this, about 170 million new jobs are expected to be created. So this isn't a job apocalypse, it's more like a great rebalancing of how we work.
And the shift is, well, it's pretty clear where things are heading. The routine, predictable stuff, think data entry, some admin tasks, those are the jobs at high risk of being automated. But on the flip side, roles that need serious technical know-how or complex problem solving, and especially those core human skills, like being a caregiver, those are the jobs that are seeing explosive growth.
The organizational psychologist Adam Grant made a fascinating point about this. He noticed the conversation is actually changing. People are starting to be less worried about AI eliminating their jobs and more enthusiastic, actually, about the idea of it rescuing them from burnout. Just let the AI handle all the tedious stuff so we can focus on the work that actually matters.
And listen, this isn't something that's way off in the future. It's already here. Beyond our jobs, AI has kind of woven itself into the fabric of our everyday lives. And a lot of the time, it's so seamless, we don't even notice it's there.
Just think about your day so far. Did you ask Siri or Alexa for the weather? Did Waze or Google Maps find you a faster route? Did Netflix or Spotify recommend a movie or a song you loved? Yep, that's all AI. It's like this invisible co-pilot working in the background, spotting fraud on your credit card, tailoring learning for students, and even helping doctors find diseases earlier than ever before. Okay, so if AI is the new co-pilot, how do you make sure you're still the one in the captain's seat? How do you stay irreplaceable in this new world?
Well, the answer is pretty clear. You got to double down on the things that make us human. Yeah, sure, being AI and data literate is a new kind of technical skill we all need. But the skills that are really going to matter, they're the human ones. Things like analytical and critical thinking, so you can sanity check what the AI is telling you. Creativity and originality, to come up with ideas the AI would never dream of. And of course, emotional intelligence, for leading teams and just connecting with other people. Honestly, these are your new professional superpowers.
Okay, that all sounds good in theory, right? But where do you actually start? Let's get practical. Here's a simple, no-nonsense guide to help you build what you could call an AI native mindset.
And it doesn't matter how old you are or what your tech skills are like.
So the key here isn't to become some kind of expert overnight. It's all about building simple, daily habits. First, just pick one tool. Don't get overwhelmed by all the options. Pick ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude and just focus on that one first. Second, use it every single day. Ask it silly questions, get help with small tasks. That daily practice is how you really learn what it's good at and what it's not. Third, spend like 20 minutes learning how to give it better instructions, basic prompting. It's a tiny investment with a huge payoff. And last, when you write a prompt that gives you a great result, save it. You're basically building your own personal library of custom tools.
But look, as we get better at using these tools, we also have to get smarter about consuming the information they give us. It's like a digital self-defense. To fight all the disinformation and deepfakes out there, you can use a simple method like SIFT. Stop, investigate the source, find other coverage, and trace the original context. To fight against algorithmic bias and those filter bubbles we all get stuck in, you have to actively look for different points of view. And of course, always be mindful of your data privacy. Check those app permissions, be skeptical of free stuff.
At the end of the day, getting through this new world isn't just about learning how to use a new app. It's really about self-reflection. The journey truly starts when you start asking yourself the right questions. Simple stuff like, how could this tech actually change my day-to-day work? Or, what am I genuinely curious about here? And even, what parts of this make me nervous?
And this all leads to a really profound point. The power of the tool magnifies the intention of the user. Think of AI as an amplifier. It takes whatever you put into it and makes it bigger, more powerful. In the hands of a scientist, that could mean curing diseases faster. For an artist, it could unlock incredible new creativity. But it also means it can be used for harm. The tool itself is neutral. The intention it magnifies is ours.
So when it all comes down to it, the question isn't what can AI do? It's not something we should just sit back and watch happen to us. The real question, the one that's going to define our future, is what should we do with it? And that's the challenge, but it's also the incredible opportunity. And hopefully now you have a bit of a guide to start figuring out your own answer.